live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. It's 8 o'clock on this Sunday. Before we get to weather, we want to give you an update on some breaking news that we first brought to you earlier this morning. We're starting to learn more about a large police presence at a Northside apartment complex that started earlier this morning. Devin Karp is currently out near the Icon Apartments. Now, Devin, we heard reports of an officer that was shot in a shooting. Did you guys just get that confirmed?
Yes, Sarah, we just got that information confirmed from the chief himself. We learned that the call started early this morning around 3 a.m. as a domestic disturbance. Now, we've seen some large SWAT trucks, the hostage negotiation team, and other officers start to leave the scene. But take a look at some of the work that's still being done here. Now, here's what we know happened. This call came in around 3 a.m. as a domestic disturbance call. After that, 3 officers entered into the apartment to find a man and a woman, and the man had a gun. He started to shoot at the officers, and 3 of them returned fire. At that point, 1 officer was hit and is taken to the hospital. We heard right now that she is in surgery. No word yet on her condition or what happened. But after that, police later entered the apartment and found the male suspect deceased with the gun next to him. Now, this information is still preliminary, and we're still waiting to hear exactly what the condition of the officer is, but the chief told me that this road will remain closed, with some cars being able to pass through for a little bit longer until they can figure the rest of the situation out. But we're still learning some more information, Sarah. I'm going to go ahead and toss this back to you over there.
Hey, Darren, Devin, I have one quick question. Okay, so you confirmed that the officer was hit by the gunfire from the suspect, and it was a female officer. Did Chief McManus say anything about how long she's been on the force?
Yes, he said all 3 officers involved had under 3 years of experience.
Okay, and she is in surgery at this time, the officer that was shot, correct?
Yes. Sarah, the officer that was shot is in surgery. Still no word on her condition, but we know it's happening right now.
Devin, thank you. We're going to keep an eye on that throughout the morning. Also new this morning, an older man is fighting for his life after being hit by a truck last night. This happened around 9:30 last night near Fredericksburg Road and Craig Place. That's just off I-10 northwest of downtown. Police say a man in his 60s was trying to cross the street when he was hit by a pickup truck. That driver stayed on the scene with him and called police. The pedestrian was taken to the hospital in critical condition. It isn't clear if the driver will be facing charges. And another man is in critical condition after police say he was stabbed in the neck. Police say that people in the area of North New Braunfels Avenue and Potomac Street on the east side called them around 2:30 to let them know a man was walking around with a stab wound to the neck. The man told police that he'd been walking down the street when another person stabbed him. He was taken to the hospital, and police are still investigating. And it's been 2 months since 80-year-old Heidi Silkworth was killed after being caught in the crossfire of a shooting downtown. Now San Antonio police say they've arrested the teenager that allegedly killed her. So Silkworth was in a car leaving a graduation ceremony at the Alamo Dome when she was shot on Cesar Chavez Boulevard near Southtown. 19-year-old Jacob Rios and an unidentified 16-year-old were arrested last night, and they are being charged with murder. So this is 19-year-old Jacob Rios, one of those teens that was charged with this murder. Police Chief William McManus claimed that night during the shooting, so these 2 teen suspects had just robbed someone near the scene, and the victim that was being robbed tried to shoot them or began shooting at them and chasing them. That's when that crossfire killed Silkworth. Chief McManus said the 2 teens could be facing more charges. So, Sarah, it's been a busy morning with a lot of breaking news and also a lot of rain in the area.
That's right. We do have some showers moving through San Antonio at the moment. Soak it up while you can, because this is going to be our last day of rain chances for San Antonio. Here you can see that some of these showers are starting to push into southern Bexar County, Calaveras Lake, Elmendorf, Palo Alto College area. These are moving to the north, so you can see they're pretty spotty, so some people will still miss out, but the vast majority of us will at least see some rain this morning. We've also got some showers pushing through parts of northern and northwestern Bexar County, Fair Oaks Ranch, Scenic Oaks, up toward Bergheim, near Johnson High School, Timberwood Redwood Park and Bulverde as well. More substantial thunderstorms ongoing for areas like Kennedy, Floresville, Cuero, Hallettsville. This area is going to be the area that sees the most amount of rain today, while here in San Antonio, we'll really just see a few passing showers. Don't cancel your outdoor plans in San Antonio, but know that you're going to want a rain jacket or a umbrella with you wherever you're going throughout the day today. There's a 40% chance mainly through this morning, and then in the afternoon it should be fairly quieter, a few peaks of sunshine. High temperature today of 89. Temperatures staying below 90 degrees today, but in the future it's going to get pretty hot in the week ahead. Outside right now, cloudy with again those passing showers, 76 degrees, humidity at 100%. And here's a look at those rain chances in the coming days, really starting to deteriorate in the week ahead. I'll show you how toasty it'll get, and we'll talk a little bit about how the aquifer has responded to recent rains coming up in a bit. Sarah.
Sarah, thank you for some good news with the Olympics well underway. We'd like to take this time to shout out some San Antonio locals who are competing in Paris. This was really cool. So 2 members of Team USA officially call San Antonio home. So 4-time Olympian Keith Sanderson will compete in the men's 25-meter rapid-fire pistol shooting competition. He went to John Marshall High School before spending 8 years in the Marines and 8 more years in the Army. His best Olympic finish was 5th place in the 2008 Olympic Games. Fred Curley is another local guy competing, and there's a good chance he could actually win gold for Team USA. So Curley, who will compete in track and field, brought a silver medal back home to the States from the Summer Olympics in Tokyo 3 years ago. He was born in San Antonio, attended South Plains College in Loveland before landing on the track and field team at Sarah Spivey's Texas A&M. Oh my gosh. We get the whoop? Whoop. There it is. All right, while these local athletes may not be competing for Team USA, there's still plenty of them around, and we're still proud of them. Alex Hudson, went to Steele High School and Texas Tech alum, will be running track and field for Team Jamaica. Oh, that's amazing. He'll be running in the 200-meter dash. UTSA will have some representing as well, with pole vaulter Annika Newell competing for Team Canada, and hurdler Alana Yukik, I hope I said her name right, showing up for Team Australia. And of course, we can't forget about the big man, Victor Wembanyama. Oh my gosh, did you guys watch him play yesterday? He was incredible. He's playing for the basketball team for Team France. He's already made some massive plays in Paris, winning against Team Brazil. Oh my God, that if you haven't watched that game, go and rewatch it. It's streaming. His team will be facing Germany this afternoon. Another San Antonio local heading to Paris is Akai Espencia. I hope I said your name right. She's a boxer who will be representing the Pacific nation of Tonga. Our Nick Mantis actually spoke with her earlier in the month, where she expressed how much of an honor it's been to represent Tonga, especially as the nation's first female Olympic boxer. You can find her story chronicling her journey to Paris right now on KSAT.com. Oh, you go, girl. And let's take a look at the Paris Olympics medal count. Okay. Looks like we have 5 medals. We only have 1 gold right now, 2 silver, 2 bronze. Australia leading in the medal count with 3 gold, 2 silver, and 0 bronze. And South Korea in second with 5. So we're tied for the first 4 for 5 medals, but Australia is leading in gold. So, I mean, we are just getting started. I know Simone Biles was on the mat early this morning. I don't want to look at any updates because I want to watch it live in my mind because I want to be surprised what happens. But we are so excited, and we're going to be giving you guys updates throughout the week. It's 8:09, 76 degrees. Okay, having trouble finding a part-time job? We'll hear from experts on the best ways to search for and land those part-time positions. Up next, we'll show you how a local hospital is helping patients and visitors heal faster with a touch of nature. Loved that story. Nature truly does heal. I've been preaching it for many years. 76 degrees at 8:09. You see that cloud coverage. Sarah Spivey says we still have some rain this morning in our viewing area. What are our chances looking like later in the day? She'll have that for us when we come back. So whether you're a patient or family member, staying at the hospital can be mentally and physically stressful. I know we've all experienced this. It's why Baptist Health System's newest hospital on the far west side was built a courtyard in the center of its campus as the focus of its campus, so patients, families, and staff can have access to nature at all times. Take a look.
Hospitals can be scary and stressful for everyone, but what if I told you you could be surrounded by nature? From your patient room window to access to an outdoor trail. It's what you'll find at the furthest west hospital in San Antonio proper, Westover Hills Baptist Hospital off Loop 1604 and Wiseman Boulevard, set to open in August. Built to serve our growing community on the city's far west side, it's also where city meets hill country. Its design incorporating nature was intentional to combat stress and help with healing.
Our campus is 72 acres. We're proud to say that 2/3 of that remains untouched, green space. We did everything in our power to preserve and protect every tree that we could.
CEO Brady Phillips explains the campus was built around a courtyard and trail area that can be accessed and viewed from most parts of the building.
We have those not just outdoor views, but a lot of our rooms in the hospital have those same views as well. But we just definitely took a lot of focus on sight lines and things like that to make sure that we had a relaxing environment.
Why? Because nature heals. Research shows that exposure to green spaces is associated with a range of positive health outcomes, and the physicians here take it seriously.
There's actually a field or a term called biophilia, which talks about the interaction of nature and the good things that it brings to human beings. So, like I said, it affects you not just physically, but also emotionally. We know that patients and people in general, being around nature grounds you, calms you, it helps to reduce blood pressure, it helps to reduce anxiety.
Not to mention improves mental health and can lead to a faster recovery from illness or surgery.
So psychologically, spiritually, it does affect the patients in the sense that, yeah, I can get better and I can move forward, and this is kind of a new beginning for a lot of them, which is a really strong driver towards health.
The courtyard is filled with native heat and drought-resistant plants and trees, and even though this space looks barren now, it will be seeded with native grasses and wildflowers that come next spring will be in full bloom.
You see that pond behind me? We're about a football's field away from the hospital, and eventually a trail will be built from the hospital to the pond so everyone has access to it.
Everyone from patients recovering, visiting families, and even staff that Dr. Moen says she needs throughout the day.
Just being able to be outside of the beeping and the constant commotion that's going on inside the hospital, to come out and have a moment of peace and listen to just sounds of nature, I think is a huge relief.
I love this story so much, Sarah. I'm a big believer in nature heals, and I've always known it in my soul, but when I was like, we have research to show. Science, right?
It's amazing. And
it's crazy.
Totally, like if I'm having a bad day, most of the time, if I just spend 10 minutes outside, recenter, listen to nature.
It's a hard reset.
It's amazing.
And I love that they're taking it seriously and letting their patients and the families and the staff have access to nature, because studies show you heal faster, mentally and physically. Love it. And a good day to spend outside with these cooler temps the rain's bringing in?
Yeah, you might have to dodge a few showers outside, but again, I don't hear anybody complaining because we need the rainfall in San Antonio. And here's a look at some of those showers moving in right now through parts of San Antonio. We've got a couple of batches for San Antonio. Firstly, northern parts of Bexar County dealing with some of these showers from Leon Springs up toward Bernie, Sisterdale, Bulverde, Timberwood Park, Canyon Lake, and Startsville. And then take a look farther east towards Seguin. Good heavy downpours happening right through the city of Seguin right now and points along I-10 East. And then finally, take a look at this rain that's moving into, I'm going to go ahead and pause this so that you can see, near Lemming and Poteet, right along 281, starting to move into San Antonio. This one shower is going to track north toward downtown San Antonio. It'll be in downtown San Antonio here fairly shortly. We're going to see it in the downtown San Antonio area by about 8:50. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, we do have some heavier rain working its way through Stockdale, also near Karn City, Falls City, and out toward Hallettsville too. Very heavy rain falling just to the west of Hallettsville near to Moulton, and you can see near Gonzales also seeing some of that heavier rain. These are those kind of showers that if one pops up right overhead, it's going to rain pretty hard for a brief moment or two. And in fact, we've already seen some decent rain this morning in some neighborhoods. Here's a look at some of that rainfall near Cuero. Anywhere you see this green, that's about 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rainfall. And around San Antonio, some lucky neighborhoods getting some good rainfall. Take a look right near UTSA. We're going to highlight that one area right near UTSA. We've seen about 0.8 of an inch of rain from these showers this morning. Also just to the west of Leon Valley and near John Jay High School. Of course, as is the nature of these showers, some folks have missed out on the rain this morning, but the aquifer doing good. Up since July 5th, up 8.5 feet. Now it's still well below average by some 20+ feet, but we could use a little bit more rain, and some of that rain is falling on the Edwards Aquifer recharge zone. Molds remain high today. In fact, they've gone up since yesterday. They're past 5,000. New to the pollen count, moderate amounts of fall elm. So if you're wheezing and sneezing, this is probably the reason in the pollen count. We'll keep you posted on that. 78 degrees in San Antonio right now, 74 in Kerrville, 76 in New Braunfels, and 79 in Del Rio. You can see on the Futurecast that through the afternoon, a few spotty showers are possible, kind of like what we're dealing with right now. It's not going to rain everywhere all day, but by the evening, our rain chances are pretty much going to be done. And once we lose the sun, and the sun is the fuel for these showers out there. Take a look at your KSAT 12-hour forecast. 40% chance this morning through about noon for a few of those showers. 89 for the high, less of a rain chance in the afternoon. We're going to be looking at 81 by 9 p.m. And less of a rain chance. 89 in New Braunfels, 87 in Kerrville for the high. A little bit warmer out west where we're not really going to see any rain. So Del Rio, Eagle Pass, it's going to be in the 90s for you. And then temperatures are going to warm up very quickly. We're going to be seeing highs back into the mid to upper 90s in the future over the next few days. Not too hot, not extremely hot, fairly average, but definitely hotter than what we've been dealing with the last few days. Coming up in the forecast, we're going to take a check of the tropics, and I'll show you how this July, much nicer than last year. Details coming up.
Part-time job postings are increasing while full-time postings have remained flat. That's according to the job site Indeed. So who should consider part-time work, and how can you secure one of these jobs? ABC's Alexis Christoforous has the latest.
If you're on the job hunt, now may be a good time to check out part-time openings. The job site Indeed is reporting that part-time roles represent 1/3 of all job postings recently, with the largest increase in beauty and wellness positions, followed by hospitality and tourism, marketing, media and communications, and retail.
The share of part-time job postings have increased about 9% since 2022, while the share of full-time job postings has largely remained flat.
Indeed career strategist Jennifer Harity says part-time work can be a great opportunity for job seekers.
What it does is it allows them to take some control over their schedule and give them more opportunities for work-life balance.
Harity says the flexibility is great for students wanting to earn money for school or retirees looking to supplement their income. People who are having trouble getting a full-time position might also want to consider part-time work.
What you'll find is that there are part-time opportunities that do offer a lot of the same benefits as full-time employment. One of the main things people might be looking for would be things like tuition reimbursement, healthcare or medical coverage. There are employers that do offer these for part-time employees.
Harity says it's best to be honest about your availability when applying, adding that it may help you land the job.
So, for example, if the job posting that you're applying for says that they're looking for someone to work night shifts, you can indicate in your professional summary that you're available and looking for night shift work.
And showing your commitment in the same way you would a full-time position, like taking interviews seriously and following up with a thank you note, can help your chances too. Alexis Christoforous, ABC News, New York.
It is 8:26, 76 degrees. All right, could our San Antonio Missions be getting a new ballpark downtown? What? We'll tell you why it's looking more and more likely. That's next. Welcome back. Good morning. It is 8:30 on, are we July 27th, 28th?
It's July 20th.
It's 28th.
That's okay. It's kind
Still
of been
July.
a bit of a blur, right?
Such a long July.
Yeah, and part of that reason is because we've had some good rain in July. July has not really been behaving like July, right? It's been cooler than average, and we've had some rain, and it's appropriate that we're starting the day off.
She's been good to us.
Yeah, Mother Nature has been great. Let's go ahead and take a look out there with the radar. And you can see a few showers are moving into San Antonio right now. Moving in from the south, here's a look at that radar. You can see right near Somerset, also up toward Mitchell Lake, through Losoya. We've got some of that heavier rain. These are downpours that are producing quite a bit of rainfall. So very heavy rain moving north. It's moving at a clip though, so we're really not going to see too much in the way of rainfall accumulation. A quick half-inch of rain if you're lucky. Otherwise, we've got a few light rain showers working their way through Helotes, Leon Springs, Timberwood Park, Bulverde up 281 toward Canyon Lake. Heavier rain falling just east of Seguin right now, near Stockdale and Wilson County as well. Seeing some of that heavier rain working its way through Floresville, Gonzales, Shiner, Hallettsville, Yorktown, a lot of these communities east and southeast of San Antonio getting some good rain. And in fact, we've got a flash of lightning too moving into Bexar County as well. So a few showers, a few storms out there this morning, 40% coverage early this morning. And then by the afternoon, that coverage will come down to about 30%. We're really only going to see a high temperature in the 80s today because we'll have areas of rainfall. And then later on tonight, it should be quiet in the low 80s. And then unfortunately, my friends, we're pretty much done with the rain for the next week. Week ahead, it's going to be a hot and rain-free week for us, but we have been spoiled over the last couple of weeks. Now take a look at the tropics. It's been fairly quiet. However, now there's a 40% chance of development for this system right here to become a tropical depression or tropical storm. Doesn't look like it'll impact the Texas coast, but it is something we're going to be keeping our eye on. Meanwhile, it was extremely hot this time last year. I'm going to show you just how much better this month, this July, has been compared to last year. Coming up in just a bit. Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. Now we're following a situation that happened earlier, bringing you back that breaking news we learned from San Antonio Police Department that a female police officer, she was shot while responding to a domestic violence call. We've since learned that the suspect has been found dead and that the officer is in surgery right now. Our Devin Karp is live out at the scene on Patricia Drive. So Devin, what do you have for us?
Yes, Sarah, right here on the corner of Patricia and Parliament, there were cops and officers all up along this street here ever since 3 a.m. when this call started. But since then, the road has now appeared to clear up. Now, here's what we know about so far. We know that 3 officers responded to a domestic violence call around 3 o'clock this morning. Once the 3 officers came in, they saw a man and a woman, and the man had a gun and started shooting at the officers. Now, all 3 of those officers returned fire, but one of them, a woman, was shot. We know that she's currently in the hospital right now in surgery as we speak. No word yet on her condition. But after this, when officers were able to get back into the apartment, they found that lone male suspect who was deceased with his gun next to him. Now, the road behind me is still opened up, and we don't know the condition of the officer who was shot yet, but we do know that all 3 officers involved had less than 3 or less years of experience between them.
Devin, thank you. And we'll bring you more updates on air and online as we get them. So the park fire just north of Sacramento continues to burn, and it's now bigger than the city of Los Angeles. Authorities say what began as a suspected case of arson is now at least 10% contained. The flames are being fueled by extremely dry conditions, gusty winds, and one of the hottest summers on record in that area. So more than 4,000 people are under evacuation orders, many remembering the deadly 2018 wildfires that left more than 80 people dead. At least 130 structures have already been burned by the park fire, and thousands more remained threatened. Talks of bringing a Missions ballpark to the center of the city now has a little more weight to it. That's because Mayor Ron Nirenberg sent out a statement announcing his support in making the idea reality. John Paul Barajas went around town this week to see how residents are reacting to the news, and here's what some of them had to say.
Mayor, get it right. Step up.
Step up to the plate.
Absolutely. I like that.
Mayor Ron Nirenberg is doing just that, announcing his support and commitment to bringing a Missions ballpark to downtown, just getting fans excited.
I think something like that's awesome to bring people together. I love going out to the ballpark a lot, watching games, inviting some friends over, maybe have a couple drinks, heading over there. Sounds like a great time.
The potential move from Nelson Wolff Stadium on the west side to a more centralized location, a big draw for many we spoke to.
Downtown is so walkable for so many people in a large area, so it'd bring more people down there, but yeah, it'd be a lot of fun.
It definitely is a little out of the way. I live on the northwest side over by Six Flags. If they're bringing a ballpark down there, I mean, it makes it better for me as a sports fan.
And even for those who aren't the biggest baseball fans, the idea of having America's pastime closer to surrounding entertainment has them planning on buying a ticket.
I live down here and there's a lot more to do, so I'd make a weekend and I'd go and watch a game and have some fun, go get drinks with friends. I'd do that.
Mayor Nirenberg says the city, county, and Missions are working together to, quote, advance our center city transformation efforts and spur continued development in the downtown region.
3-2 full count.
All right.
Mayor Nirenberg is at the plate. He says he supports the idea of a downtown ballpark. What happens next?
I think he's hitting a home run probably.
I'm calling it, putting money on it.
Good stuff.
Take it to the bank.
But it is important to note the city support could come with a price tag for taxpayers.
Oh, I'm still on board with that, absolutely. It'd be great to have that here. It depends on how it's financed, but anything like that, I mean, I know a lot of repairs or things they did to the river were with taxpayer money, and look what that did.
The mayor said, quote, the ownership group is heavily invested in this development to ensure that we arrive at an agreement that is fair to our community, and we have benefited immensely from the partnership with the Mission's new local owners, end quote. John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
So like John Paul was saying, a lot of what ifs. Are tax dollars going to fund this project? Is it going to increase traffic downtown? So earlier in the week, we had a poll on KSAT.com, and a lot of the commenters were commenting. Please continue sharing your comments about how you feel. If you want to see this, if you don't want to see this, we have that story by John Paul Barajas right now on KSAT.com. It's 8:37, 76 degrees. Season 2 of the hit show The Ark coming soon. John Marr met with the cast, and we'll have the latest on the search for a new home for humanity. That's next. 76 degrees at 8:37. You see those clouds. Yeah, a lot of us got some good showers this morning. I live on the northeast side. Got a good downpour around 5 o'clock this morning. Will they continue in our viewing area? Sarah Spivey will let us know when we come back. The hit sci-fi series The Ark back for season 2. SA Live's TV and movie guide John Marr gets the scoop from the stars on the show on all new action in store for fans.
Helmets on.
Imagine being a space colonist. You travel light years from Earth only to find your home is, well, uninhabitable to say the least. That's where season 2 of The Ark begins 100 years in the future, and the brave crew of the Ark 1 is searching for a new home. Here to tell us more is Christy Burke, Richard Fleischman, and Reese Ritchie, stars of the hit series The Ark. Thanks so much for taking time for us. Christine, those who don't know, tell us a little bit about season 1. Your character wasn't originally supposed to be in command, right?
No, she wasn't supposed to be in command. She wasn't even actually supposed to be on this ship. She gets flung on it last minute and finds herself in a position of having to take charge in order to save humanity and get them to, to finish the mission. And I think we see in season 1, Lieutenant Sharon Garnett, we find out that she's a clone. We see her trying to prove to everyone that she is worthy of being a captain. And in season 2, we just get to keep going on that journey of her having more confidence being a leader. We get to see her have more human experiences. And there's a lot of twists and turns that I'm really excited for audiences to see.
Richard, what are you most excited about for season 2?
I'm most excited about all the things I'm not allowed to tell you because they're spoilers. But I can tease the fact that this is going to massively shock people in good ways and bad ways. I think one of my favorite things about TV shows is when they don't become predictable.
We didn't see any of these things coming. And it's such a delicate tightrope to walk for our creators to deliver such huge monumental surprises, yet stay true to the show, because it would be so easy for them to, gratuitously just say, oh, this will be fun for an episode, but have it not really fit into the architecture of what we've worked so hard to build. But they really do it so deftly and brilliantly.
I've got a question for all of you. If you could be a space colonist, what would you do?
Ooh, that's a great question. I think I'd want to be Angus Medford building plants out of nothing. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
It's a great question. I feel like being the first guy to run a circus on a new planet would be kind of fun. I feel like you could shop around for some aliens to get involved. You know, the first ever alien circus would be a pretty neat thing. I could get the top hat and everything, and I feel like that would be good fun. People need entertainment, right? That's why we're here. So that's right. Where I'm coming from.
I have zero desire to go to space. Anyone who's flown with me on an airplane will know. Like Reese is nodding. I don't like it. I want to keep my feet firmly on the floor. Thank you. So you can go make your circus. You come make your vegetables. Call me. Let me know how it's going. I do not have any interest. Have you not seen our show? Everything goes wrong in space. It's lovely here. The sun's shining. I've got a shop. I'm fine. So let me know how it goes. I'm not colonizing.
Richard and I were on a plane together once, and he literally said the words, "Why is he driving like that?" when we were turning. So yeah, I can attest to that. Richard is not a fan of
I don't like it. Which is ironic because I play the pilot of the ship, but you know.
Well, thank you all so much for your time. Keep surviving out there. For more information on Season 2 of The Ark, just snap that QR code on your screen or go to salive.com and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab.
Hull breach successful. Stand by for extraction.
Live airs weekdays at 1 p.m. KSAT 12. Scan that QR code you see there. Not Sarah. The arts for more arts, right, culture, food, and fun. Have you seen that show?
No, but in space, no one can hear you scream.
Oh, really?
Well, literally, but then that's also a tagline from a very famous movie.
Okay, what is it?
I'll let you think
I'm
about
not a space person.
A very famous
sci-fi
scary movie.
Alien?
Okay, hey, there you go.
Did I get it?
Yeah, you got it. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the Authority radar. You can see we have got some heavy rain showers moving into San Antonio right now from areas in the south. So let's go ahead and pause this, and you can see a heavy rain shower right now over Mitchell Lake, La Jolla, Thelma, Man Crossing, Garza Crossing, Lackland, JBSA Lackland, Harlandale High School. This is moving at a clip, though. It's moving to the north here, and so I can show you when it'll be in some neighborhoods. So the heaviest of the rain will be right at the airport by about 9:23, could be near Bulverde by about 10:05. You can see that it's raining fairly heavily just south of Lavernia and near Stockdale. There's only been a few flashes of lightning with this, so this is mainly just pockets of very heavy rain. In fact, take a look at the rainfall rates. So even though this is moving pretty quickly, it is dropping a lot of rain in a short amount of time. Rainfall rates anywhere you see this purple, that's where we've got very heavy rain falling. In the purple here, 5 inches an hour. That means that if this thunder shower were to just park itself over South Bexar County for an hour, it would drop 5 inches of rain. Now it's moving, so it's instead dropping closer to about a quick 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches of rainfall if you end up being the luckiest of the neighborhoods that get the heaviest rain. You can see that we've also got some pretty heavy thunder showers moving through areas in parts of northwestern Lavaca County, just to the northwest of Hallettsville, also near Kennedy. A wider view here, a few showers and storms near Victoria and Port Lavaca. And already this morning, we have had a lot of rain. We've got some light rain showers working its way through areas closer to Sisterdale. Let's take a look at the rainfall over the last 12 hours or so. So unfortunately, areas from New Braunfels down to Lavernia have missed out on the rain. But again, remember, we've got that heavy shower just south of Lavernia that is pushing to the north. So some neighborhoods have gotten a good amount of rainfall from this morning. Take a look at 281 from Bulverde all the way up toward the Smithson Valley area. This area has seen over an inch of rain from this morning, and anywhere you see these greens, that's at least half an inch to an inch of rainfall. So again, some good rain this morning, and we're going to continue to see the potential for rain, especially through the early afternoon hours. Not every neighborhood is going to get rain, but we've got about 40% coverage of the showers and the storms. No severe weather. This is just your summertime shower. Drops a lot of rain wherever it does rain. And then by the evening hours, we're really going to see our rain chances go away, not only for the day, but for the entire week next week. It'll be a dry and hot week. So looking at your Sunday, 40% chance through the lunch hour for you to see rain in your backyard. As a result of the clouds and temperature and rainfall out there, temperatures are going to be fairly mild today, only in the 80s. Again, it is the end of July. Usually around this time of year, we see highs in the upper 90s. So this is a welcome change. 89 in New Braunfels, 89 in Hondo, 87 in Kerrville, and 88 in Pleasanton. It'll be 95 though in Del Rio and Eagle Pass. Less of a rain chance for the communities that watch KSAT out to the west. So take a look at last year. I'm going to step off the screen so you can see these highs last year. Take a moment, pause it if you want to. Highs ranged anywhere from 100 to 106 pretty much every single day from July 9th up until yesterday. That was last year. Now this year we have seen much better temperatures. I mean, look at this. Highs only in the 80s for several days, in some cases 20 degrees cooler than the weather last year. This is all because that heat high has not been overhead. We've had an active weather pattern with times of rain. Well, unfortunately, that heat high is going to be moving overhead in the coming days. I want to mention the drought monitor. The previous drought monitor showed extreme drought out to the west near Del Rio. Since then, this is the latest drought monitor. That extreme drought has started to disappear, but you'll notice there's still extreme drought in the hill country. That's because this drought monitor came out Tuesday before the rain. And since we had heavy rain up in the hill country, so I fully expect for a lot of that drought to disappear up in the hill country by the time drought monitor comes out later next week. Otherwise, it is going to be a hot week. Thank goodness we got the rain while we did. Highs are going to be in the mid to upper 90s. So Sarah, you probably won't have to water the garden here at KSAT. We're about to get some good heavy rain here in downtown San Antonio within the next 10 minutes.
Woo! Love to see that.
Don't you? It does put a damper, literally, on the weekend outdoor plans, but still keep your plans. Just bring the rain gear with you this weekend, just in case.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. All right. We'll have a look at final weather after the break. But first,
being in the military for so long, this gave me an opportunity to represent my country in a whole different perspective.
A U.S. Army veteran who lives in Bernie heading to his first Paralympics this summer in Paris. Tomorrow on GMSA at 9, Tiffany Wetfest introduces us to that man and what it means to him to represent his country at the Paralympics. Oh, so excited for him. Let's take a look at our Paris Olympics medal count. Okay, Australia. Oh, it's changed. The U.S. took the lead. This has changed. This is breaking news to me. Okay, the U.S. is in first place with the most amount of medals at 6. Australia at 5. The rest tied for second place with medals, but Australia does lead with the amount of gold medals. U.S. has 3 silvers, 1 gold, 2 bronze. Hey, this is really, really exciting. We're going to give you updates on air and online. We'll be right back.
USA! We're rooting for you, Team USA. Thanks for joining us this morning. Y'all
have a good